With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Throwing. Prescott going right side. He has Winton. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Malcolm Butler's rise to fame culminated with a fantastic play in the Super Bowl, but what a tremendous success story. Totally off the radar, has turned himself into an NFL starter.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Chris Long coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down.
Tyrone Smith. He was getting his ass whooped. Quarterback
fielded
hurt.
At about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Brady now on first down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was not a completion that resulted in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Brady to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Brady now on first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down.
You'll drink it. You can eat that dry ass shit.
Shotgun now for Brady. And right side caught. Hogan. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 56 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
That's what shit I said when I was in 10th grade. That's what you told me you said.
No, I didn't say that.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Okay.
What you said,
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
So he was talking
and typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They come out here in the eye. Brady gives now to Blunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
No, because when you got a sack, your internet was working fine. Every time I got a first down, you wanted to say, no, I'm recording the conversation and I'm recording the game. So I'm going to show you. Yeah.
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice.
Okay, every time you had a sack, internet was working fine.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Yeah, the internet was working fine either.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
Throw it on the first play.
See what happens. They start on the ground with Elliott.
I'm going to take my game
short
back.
Gain there to get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's the linebacker, Shea McClellan, with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You got your son program to say that when you do something bad?
They worked their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it here with Blunt.
What's wrong with him
he'll
saying
get
white
blown
people?
up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If we consider black people, why you can't say white people? That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, dear dude.
Let's go, hey!
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
All people could like the Cowboys.
As the offensive starters pop up on your screen, Charles, let me ask you, Chris Hogan, what does he bring to this offense?
A guy that you look at and really don't circle in your game plan. There's other guys that you look at, then you realize this guy can do damage. Finds his way open on almost every snap.
Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense,
but at the end of the day,
bend but don't break
keep on pushing.
But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return.
He got a song called Keep On Pushing.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Punt the ball,
partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up
Come
for
on,
an
man,
offense
we playing
because
move.
no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least,
I don't know what you're talking about,
you don't
brother.
get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And here's another interception. The 3rd in this first quarter. Devin McCourty picks it up. And his crew will take
with his fat
the
ass
football at the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
First and goal here from the 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
That's the 2nd time.
Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cowboys offense heading back out.
Now, I bet you if I'll play move and play
that
defense like that,
interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Albeit in a losing effort, Dez was good against the Packers. 9 catches, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns as well.
I think it served as a reminder about who Dez Bryant really is as a player because his numbers were down from the season. Remember, he had some injury issues, adjusted to Dak Prescott. The way the offense shifted to revolve around Ezekiel Elliott. But when they needed to ring that bell, when it was time to throw the ball towards the end zone, Dez Bryant was there. Some of the strongest hands in the league.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. 15 yards through the air on a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive
you need to pick him up. I thought you meant take him.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Long in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Second down, Prescott. And incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
You got to sell some
They
toys?
come out 5
like your
wide,
mind.
3 of them to the right side.
Here we go.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Brady now on 1st down. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Wilbur from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw, it's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Brady. He hits White, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. And a cutback left and a crease here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead is now 24. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. And out now come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
When teams take shots at the end zone, You've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Blunt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, time permits, we have to share the story we read about Doug Baldwin. After the loss, understandably very frustrated, said he played Madden until 3:30 in the morning to just release some of that anger because he could control all 11 guys in that game.
And that just tells you about how guys feel in playoff pressure. The idea of not going to the Super Bowl, which is all Seattle talks about. And there's Doug Baldwin staying up, playing Madden. I love what you said, though, the control of everything. Because you can't do that as a player. You can only control you and your aspect of the game. In this situation, controlling it all. Now, I guarantee you, Seattle was winning those games. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Brady going to throw. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. Chris Hogan. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jabal Sheard. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Here we go. Flex round.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Let's take a quick pivot here, and I want to ask you about the Kansas City game against Pittsburgh. I certainly didn't see 6 field goals winning that. No touchdowns for the Steelers. That was an interesting affair.
It really was, and while Pittsburgh never got into the end zone, found a way to win it with 6 field goals, Kansas City did get into...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Great patience. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Prescott on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Blunt, the lone running back. Oh, design run for their wideout. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted to know.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Brady on third down. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action here on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, here's Brady. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the offense lining up first and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. In the red zone this time. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come out in the pistol. One man on the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And some room to work. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Come on, let's go!
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott being chased out left. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
Here we go!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Blunt, the lone running back. To throw is Brady. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LeGarrette Blount, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots continue to roll. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence.
He's got him in, complete. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
One man on the backfield, Elliott.
Let's go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be a Dallas first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Patriots gearing up to go.